What does it mean to pursue happiness and tranquility in our lives? This question might seem modern, but it was first posed by Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher, born on the serene island of Samos. Later, he moved to the bustling city of Athens, where his philosophical journey began. His teachings focused on the pursuit of pleasure, a path he believed led to happiness and tranquility. Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher, proposed a unique view on this pursuit that still resonates today. In the bustling city of Athens, a young Epicurus was being shaped by the philosophical discourses of his time. His early education, steeped in Greek literature, philosophy, and science, played a pivotal role in molding his intellectual curiosity. Among the great minds that influenced him was Democritus, an earlier philosopher known for his atomic theory of the universe. This theory proposed that all existence is composed of indivisible units called atoms, an idea that intrigued and inspired Epicurus. He took these concepts and ran with them, expanding upon the atomic theory and applying it to his own views on the nature of reality and the pursuit of a happy life. He began to formulate a philosophy that life's ultimate goal should be to attain happiness and tranquility through the pursuit of pleasure. These influences, combined with his own unique insights, would later form the foundation of Epicurus's own philosophical school. At the heart of Epicurus's philosophy lies the pursuit of happiness and tranquility. This central principle, known as ataraxia, guides the Epicurean school of thought. But how does one achieve such a state? Well, according to Epicurus, it's through the pursuit of pleasure or hedon, but not just any pleasure. He distinguished between different types of pleasures, advocating for intellectual and moderate physical pleasures over excessive or harmful indulgence. Now let's transport ourselves to Athens, to a place known as the Garden. This was no ordinary garden, it was a philosophical community founded by Epicurus himself. In this sanctuary, the tenets of Epicureanism were not just taught, they were lived. The garden was a place of learning, contemplation, and communal living. Picture this: a group of intellectuals gathered under the shade of trees, discussing the nature of reality and the pursuit of a happy life. They explore the depths of pleasure, distinguishing the fleeting from the lasting, the harmful from the beneficial. They debate, they reason, they seek understanding. This was the life in the garden. But the garden was more than just a physical location. It was a manifestation of Epicurus's philosophy. It was a place where the pursuit of happiness and tranquility was not a distant goal, but a daily practice. It was a living, breathing testament to the Epicurean way of life. The garden was more than just a place, it was a manifestation of Epicurus's philosophy. Epicurus's philosophy wasn't limited to the pursuit of pleasure. It also offered profound insights on ethics and the nature of the physical world. Epicurus emphasized the importance of friendship, self-sufficiency, and the avoidance of unnecessary desires. He believed that these principles were the keys to achieving tranquility, the ultimate form of pleasure. In his view, a good friend was not just a companion but a vital component of a happy life. Self-sufficiency, or the ability to meet one's own needs, was seen as a path to freedom from societal pressures and constraints. And by avoiding unnecessary desires, one could escape the distress and pain that often accompany unfulfilled wants. Turning to the physical world, Epicurus proposed a materialistic view of the universe, rooted in atoms and void. He believed that everything, from the smallest grain of sand to the largest celestial body, was made of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. These teachings provided a comprehensive view of life, nature, and the universe. Epicurus viewed death not as an end, but as a return to the state before birth. An interesting perspective, considering the fear of death is a common human trait. Epicurus, however, saw this fear as irrational. To him, since we won't be conscious after death, there's no reason to fear it. His view on mortality offers a unique lens through which we can examine our own apprehensions about the end of life. Epicurus's philosophical footprint didn't fade after his death. His teachings inspired later philosophers and ethical thinkers, including the Roman philosopher Lucretius, who spread Epicurean ideas through his influential poem On the Nature of Things. The modern relevance of Epicureanism is profound. Its emphasis on personal happiness, moderation, and the pursuit of knowledge resonates with many contemporary ethical discussions and notions of well-being. Despite centuries, the echoes of Epicurus's philosophy can still be heard in our modern pursuit of happiness and tranquility.